My beloved soul, have you ever felt that the answer you seek is right in front of you, yet you simply cannot see it? It is like a word on the tip of your tongue or a familiar melody you cannot name. I have watched you in your daily life, in your sincere search for direction and clarity. You have asked for a sign, for an open door or a clear path, perhaps expecting thunder from the sky, writing on the wall, or a spectacular miracle. In your wait for something grand, you have ignored the clearest and most consistent signal I have been sending. It is not a signal that shouts, but one that mutters. It is not an event, but a frequency. I have tried to show you, not through an earthquake, but through a sacred restlessness in your soul. It is a persistent discomfort with your status quo. It is that feeling that you were made for more, even if you do not know what that more is. It is the lack of peace in a place that, to everyone else, seems perfectly fine. It is the yearning for something you cannot name, the longing for a home you have never known. This feeling, my daughter, this divine dissatisfaction, this pebble in your spiritual shoe that prevents you from walking comfortably on the path you are on, this is the sign you have been asking me for. What I am about to show you next can transform your walk, because today I will provide the translation of this sign. It is not saying that you failed or that you are in the wrong place as a punishment. It is saying, with all my love, you have already grown. This shell has become too small. It is time to leave. It is time to move to the wider space I prepared for you. You have interpreted the discomfort as a problem to be fixed when, in truth, it is the compass pointing to your true north. Before continuing the message, write in the comments this statement of faith. God lights my path and clarifies my decisions. This is your act of acknowledging that my guidance does not always come in the form you expect, but it is always present. Now, as we continue the message, stop fighting your discomfort. Stop trying to force yourself into a place that has become small, and start listening to the message your own soul, guided by me, has been trying to tell you for so long. My child, pay attention to what comes next, for it is vital that you understand why you have ignored this clear signal. You ignore it not out of a lack of intelligence, but out of fear. The first fear is of the unknown. The way you are on, even if uncomfortable, is familiar. You know its rules, its pains, its limitations. It is a known captivity. The signal I send you points out of this captivity toward a land you do not know, and your heart fears, what if it is worse out there? What if I cannot survive? The second fear is of loss. Following my signal often means leaving something or someone behind. A secure job, a stable relationship, an identity you built. And the pain of letting go of the familiar, even if it is suffocating you, seems greater than the promise of an uncertain future. The third fear, and perhaps the most subtle, is the fear of your own greatness. Your discomfort is a sign that I created you for something larger, and a part of you fears the weight of that responsibility, the brightness of that light. It is easier to remain small and invisible than to stand up and occupy the space for which you were created. And so, you have been negotiating with the signal. You have tried to silence it with distractions, medicate it with small pleasures, and rationalize it by telling yourself that life is just this way. You have become an expert at convincing yourself that the cage is not so bad. But every morning, your soul wakes up and feels the cold bars, and the discomfort returns. I have allowed it to return with a loving persistence, because I love you too much to let you get used to less than the glorious freedom I have for you. Grasp this essential truth before moving forward. Ignoring my signal will not make it disappear. It will only prolong your time in a place that no longer serves you, making the discomfort louder until it becomes unbearable. I would rather you hear the soft word now than wait for the shout. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments, I trust the Lord. By doing this, you strengthen your faith and share hope with those who also need to sense my presence. It is your declaration that you are choosing to trust my leadership, even if it takes you out of your comfort zone. If this message touched your heart and you wish to support this mission, click Super Thanks and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Your fear is understandable, but my promise is more powerful. My precious soul, let us deepen the nature of this sign. The discomfort you feel is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a sign that something is right. It is the proof that the seed of divinity I planted in you is alive and refusing to be contained in a vessel that is too small. It is your spirit crying out for expansion. Think of a lobster. To grow, it must shed its old shell. The process is vulnerable and uncomfortable. It has to hide under a rock until its new shell hardens. Your discomfort is the moment your old shell, your old identity, your old environment began to tighten. It is uncomfortable, yes, but it is the unmistakable sign of growth. You have been trying to fix the shell, paint it, or ignore the tightness. And I am telling you, stop fixing the shell. Prepare to abandon it. The pain you feel is not the pain of death, it is the pain of birth. Something new is being born in you and from you. A new version of yourself, more authentic, more powerful, more aligned with me. And this new version no longer fits into your old life. What I am about to show you next can transform your life. Your lack of peace is not a punishment. It is your saving grace. It is my mercy refusing to let you fall asleep in a mediocre life. I love you too much to allow you to settle for less than the abundant life my Son won for you. Therefore, start seeing your discomfort differently. Instead of waking up and saying, "Oh no, this feeling again," wake up and say, "Thank you, Father, for this sign. Thank you for reminding me that I am growing, that you have more for me." What are we leaving behind today? This simple shift in perspective transforms your greatest burden into your greatest blessing. It aligns you with my growth process instead of fighting against it. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you have been waiting for is in this verse, 2 Corinthians 5:17, which says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone. The new is here." Write in the comments, "I receive this message, and I am blessed." And send love and protection to the person you love, declaring that she is also a new creation in Christ. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of light. And before we move on, let me lead you to something I prepared to further strengthen your faith. If you feel you need inner healing, spiritual reconnection, purpose, and prosperity aligned with my heart, there is a 31-day walk waiting for you. Each day was created for me to speak to you more deeply. If you wish to follow this way, the link is in the description and the first pinned comment. Now, let's continue. You receive more messages of light. The old things are passing away. The discomfort is the sound of them breaking to make way for the new. My blessed soul, the sign of discomfort is telling you to move. But where to? I would not leave you restless without giving you direction. The second aspect of the sign I've been sending you is that of holy longing. Amid your discomfort, I have also planted a new desire in your heart, an attraction to something different. Perhaps it is a yearning for more simplicity and peace. You look at your complicated life and feel a deep desire for a calmer, more centered existence. Perhaps it is a yearning for creativity, a part of you that was silenced for years. Your gift for writing, painting, singing, or creating has begun to stir, asking to be released. Or perhaps it is a yearning for a deeper purpose. You have been performing your tasks, but your soul has been crying out for work that does not just pay the bills, but makes a difference, using your unique gifts to serve others. This longing is not a whim. It is me, placing in your heart the compass that points to your new territory. Discomfort is the push out of the old nest. Longing is the magnetic pull toward the new. Together they form my clear guidance. Your task is to start honoring this yearning. Give it attention. Give it space. Start taking small steps toward it. If your yearning is for peace, start scheduling small moments of silence in your day. If it is for creativity, buy the paints, write the first page, sing in the shower. If it is for purpose, start researching, volunteering, or having conversations. You do not need to have the entire map. You only need to follow the next breadcrumb of your holy longing. And I promise that for every step you take toward it, I will move toward you with 10 steps, clearing the path, bringing the resources, and confirming your direction. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you would like to forgive. Visualize each one, send them love, and say, I forgive you and release you. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. Why forgiveness here? Because resentment and guilt are dead weights that prevent you from following your yearning. They keep you tied to the energy of the past. By forgiving, you become light enough to follow the delicate call of your heart toward the future. My precious soul, the decision to no longer ignore my signal and to start following your holy longing is the turning point. In the moment you make that decision, your identity changes. You cease to be a victim of your circumstances, a prisoner of your discomfort, and become an explorer, a pilgrim, and a co-creator with me of your future. This new identity requires a new way of praying. Your prayer will no longer be, "Lord, take me out of this discomfort." It will be, "Lord, thank you for this discomfort. What is it trying to teach me? Where is it guiding me?" Your prayer moves from plea to dialogue, from despair to curiosity. It requires a new way of seeing the world. Every person you meet, every book you read, every challenge you face, you will begin to see through the lens of, how does this fit into my transition path? What clue is my Father giving me here? Your life will become a divine treasure hunt, and you will wake up each day with a sense of anticipation and adventure. It also requires a new dependency on me. Stepping out of your comfort zone means you can no longer rely on your old habits and old securities. You will have to depend on me for your daily bread, for your guidance at every step, and for your courage at every moment. In this dependency, you will discover an intimacy with me that you never knew in your self-sufficient safety. Your relationship with me will become real, alive, and dynamic. There is something deep I want you to grasp. I am not just calling you to a new place or a new activity. I am calling you to a new way of being, a way of being that is more awake, more aligned, more confident, and more deeply intertwined with my presence. The destination of your path is important, but the transformation that happens in you along the way is the true treasure. Embrace this new identity. Start seeing yourself not as someone who is stuck, but as someone on a sacred mission of discovery. Your perspective changes everything. And your new perspective, aligned with mine, is the key that unlocks the power to make your transition not only bearable, but joyful. My child, I know the thought of embracing discomfort and following longing into the unknown can still be scary. Your mind may still present all the risks, all the reasons why it is safer to remain where you are. That is why, along with the sign of discomfort and longing, I always send the third part of my signal, my promise of company. You will never have to take a step on this new path alone. I will be with you. My presence will be your guarantee. When the fear of financial insufficiency arises, my presence will be your provision. I am Jehovah Jireh, and I own all the gold and silver. I know how to sustain my children who dare to obey me. When the fear of solitude attacks you, my presence will be your company. I will fill your empty spaces with my love, and I will bring the right connections into your life. People who will celebrate you, not just tolerate you. When the fear of failure tries to paralyze you, my presence will be your success. In my kingdom, there is no failure, only learning. I am the God who can take your mistakes and your stumbles and weave them into the tapestry of your destiny. Your safety is not in choosing the perfect path. It is in holding the hand of the perfect guide. Your part is not to be brave. It is to be confident. Not in your own courage, but in my faithfulness. Every time fear knocks on your door, your only task is to open the door, not to fear, but to me. Say, "Father, I am afraid, but I know you are here. I will not focus on the fear. I will focus on you. And I promise that my love, which is perfect, will cast out all fear. It will not magically disappear, but it will lose its power over you. It will become just background noise, drowned out by the melody of my presence in your life." Share this video with 2 dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Together, let's build a chain of love and mutual support. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple, "Lord, I choose your presence over my fear. Walk with me," is the prayer that transfers the burden of your courage from your shoulders to mine. My precious soul, Your obedience in no longer ignoring my signal and starting to walk toward your yearning will not only bless you, it will create a wave of liberation that will spread to everyone around you. Your decision to leave your cage, even if it is a comfortable cage, will give others permission and courage to examine their own cages. When your family and friends see your new peace, your new joy, and your new authenticity, they will be forced to question their own resignation. Your life will become a living testimony that more is possible. You will become a pioneer of hope, a trailblazer who opens a path in the jungle so others can follow. Your greatest ministry will not be what you say, but how you live. Your freedom will be contagious. People who once perhaps judged you for your change will secretly admire you. In their moments of despair, it will be your story they recall. It will be your example that gives them the spark of hope that they can also change. What I want you to grasp is that your obedience is never just about you. It is connected to the destiny of many. By choosing your own freedom, you are fighting for the freedom of others. By healing yourself, you are becoming a healing agent in a wounded world. By following your purpose, you are lighting the path for others to find theirs. The enemy wanted to keep you trapped in your discomfort precisely because he knew the power of your liberated testimony. Your stagnation was a victory for the kingdom of darkness. Your movement is a declaration of war against it. Embrace this call. Your personal walk has cosmic implications. You are not just leaving a bad situation. You are enlisting as a leader in the revolution of love and freedom. My beloved soul, we have reached the conclusion of our conversation. The sign has been explained. The path has been pointed out. The promise has been given. Your decision to no longer ignore the restlessness of your soul and the yearning of your heart is the turning point that will change everything. Wait no longer for a greater sign. The sign has already been given. It has been with you every day, in every moment of lack of peace, in every desire for something more. It is my call of love, my summons to your next season of glory. Starting today, honor this sign. Be grateful for it. Follow it. Even if the first step is tiny, even if it is only a decision in your heart, a prayer of surrender, or a small act of research in the direction of your yearning. The first step is the most important, for it is what breaks the inertia of stagnation. In the moment you move, all of heaven will move with you. Your path out of the tight place has begun. I will be with you at every moment, guiding, protecting, providing, and celebrating every step of yours toward the expansive, colorful, and purposeful life for which you were created. Discomfort was your teacher. Yearning is your map, and my presence is your guarantee. You have everything you need. Go now and walk. If this message resonated with you in your situation, write in the comments. Today I choose to obey God's sign. Your words strengthen your faith and also light the path for others who need this light. Share your experiences in the comments. To conclude, I need to lead you to something I prepared especially for you. I have seen your search for inner healing, spiritual reconnection, a new purpose, and prosperity from my hands. None of this is by chance. When your heart cries out, I open pathways. That is why, through this channel, I have set before you a guided 31-day path. A process where, daily, I can speak more deeply to your spirit. This is not just an ebook. It is a path of restoration, alignment, and growth created to strengthen your faith, renew your hope, and open doors you never imagined. If you feel this calling, access the link I left in the description and also in the first pinned comment of this video. Start today this walk of healing, reconnection, purpose, and prosperity. I will be with you on every page, guiding your steps and lighting your way. If this message touched your heart, like this video and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving my word. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.